part of the southeast marine bioregion here, which is characterised by, we've got lots of different variation in water depths off the coast here, and there's a lot of underwater seafloor features, and what that does, it creates some really significant currents and eddies off the coast here. It's also, the coastline's quite close to the edge of the continental shelf, and all those features together allow for a really interesting marine environment, which makes quite a productive area. One of the main influences off the coast here, I suppose, is the East Australian current, which a lot of people would be familiar with from Finding Nemo. That's the one that the turtles ride. And off the coast here, because of those continental shelf features, what it does is it forms a lot of eddies off the coast here, and that creates a lot of upwelling. So it's bringing nutrients from down on the seafloor up to the surface, which creates, that's the basis of the food chain essentially. So there's a lot of food here for very small creatures, which brings them here, which creates food for slightly larger creatures and so on. So it's a really productive and diverse area off the coast here. There's quite a number of different fish species that are only found along the coast here, and it's not just fish. We have a really huge diversity of mollusks, which are like shellfish, lots of different deep water corals here off the coast as well, sponges, crabs, lots of different things. I love snorkeling, yeah, and there's always something to see when you go snorkeling. It's just a matter of having the patience to sit and watch. It might not always be big fish swimming by. It might be a small colourful nudibranch or some beautiful brightly coloured sponges and things, but there's always something to go hunting for. And then further down the coast out of Eden, there's lots of beautiful little isolated and protected bays, like Batangaby Bay is a beautiful spot for snorkeling. It's quite isolated there, like it's within the Ben Boyd National Park, so it's you know, it's not a built up area. It's very protected, and the water in summer is just beautiful. Any sort of rock platform on a low tide is a great place to go hunting for some of the local marine life. You just have to be careful. We do have the odd creature that you do need to be aware of, but it's just a matter of not putting your hand in holes where you can't see, and never pick up anything that you're not sure what it is. If you pick the right time of the year, you'll see whales off the coast here on their annual migration down to Antarctica. So that's usually September, October, and into November are the best times of the year to see the whales on their southern migration. We are starting to see them even earlier now, so even into August you might see the odd whale activity out there. So there's lots of little protected areas along the coast as well. Estuarine and mangrove habitats are really important because they provide the nursery habitats for those large species of fish that people are interested in catching. So those people that do come and visit get a really special experience because of the low numbers of people that are allowed in to visit, which also helps sustain that beautiful natural environment as well. I think anyone that hasn't been to this area before is missing out and should come down and take a look at the area down here. We have so much to offer, where Eden and the coast here is really well known for its whale activity, so that's only going to get bigger and better in the future because the research shows that the whale population is growing, so we're going to get more and more whale activity off the coast here shortly, and if you pick the right time of the year you're bound to see some whales off the coast here. But we're not just known for that either, we have lots of other things to offer as well. So there's great fishing down here as well. We've got beautiful walks. The culture of the area as well is quite strong, and that's where the Bundian Way comes into it as well. They're developing that and showcasing the history and culture of the local Indigenous communities as well, which is quite exciting. Yeah, so I'm lucky enough to work at Eden Marine High School as well, and where the school is located, we're only a couple of 100 metres from the beach, so there's a definite marine focus at the high school, and a lot of the kids around here have grown up exposed to the local fishing industry or the local oyster industry. So there's a real drive down there to have a marine focus in the curriculum as well, and a lot of young people down here are interested in the marine environment and pursuing a career in marine science or marine biology.